not unusual to lose mobility and flexibility as we get older. And as a golfer, you know how important it is to maintain that mobility and flexibility to play your best golf. In this video, I'm going to go over some of the best moves and exercises to help you improve your mobility and flexibility so you can play your best golf as you get older. One of the major joints that we need flexibility in is the shoulder. One easy way to stretch into external rotation of the shoulder is grab a PVC pipe, or you can use any golf club that you have. We're going to start by standing. We're going to bring our elbow to about 90 degrees, place that club or the PVC pipe on the back side of that forearm. You're just going to go ahead and wrap your hand around. And now with the other hand, you're going to have that on the bottom of your club or the PVC pipe. Now ideally, I'd like you to have your shoulder so your elbow is directly out to the side of your body, and then you're pulling back. You should feel a stretch in your shoulder joint, but there should just only be a stretching sensation. There should be no sharp pains or discomfort. If being in this position is too uncomfortable, to make your life easier, you're going to bring your elbow closer to the front of your body. You're not going to be able to go as far here, but that's totally okay. And then as you slightly bring your arm out away from the center of your body, you should feel a little bit more of a stretch in that position, and you'll probably notice that you'll go a little bit further. Now the next drill that we're going to go over is going to address mobility in the neck. It may sound kind of wild and crazy that we need to focus on the neck for golf because we're never turning our head, but think about it. We are actually looking over our shoulder every time we swing. So the drill that we're going to do is called controlled articular rotations, or CARs for short. Basically, we're going to take the joint, we're going to do big circles with the neck. What we're going to do is we're going to look down towards the floor first, bring our chin towards our chest. Then we're going to go towards one direction. We are going to rotate as best as we can. Once we can't go any further, now we're going to kind of side bend. So we're going to bring our ear back, and now we're going to look back and up as best as we can, and we're going to go in a circle. Now once you can't go any further in this position, we're going to come back down and then rotate back to the starting point. If, for whatever reason, neck CARs are just way too uncomfortable for you to do, I would first just recommend starting with tilting your head towards one side, and then also working on just rotating as far as you can. One of the most important joints for the golf swing is the hips. We need to have hip internal rotation and external rotation. To work into external rotation, really simply, you can just sit on the edge of a chair or a bench and then cross one leg over the other, ideally with your ankle at about your knee. And then from here, we're just gonna work on pushing down into this direction. You will feel a little bit of a stretch in your hip joint. Other drill that I love to utilize for my golfers to improve hip internal rotation, you're gonna bring both knees up nice and comfortably. All you're gonna do is let one leg drop down towards the middle of your body, just like this, and then bring it back out. So we're gonna go from here to here. When doing this drill, we do not want to have any sharp pains in the hip or the groin. The other big thing to think about with this drill is to make sure that you're pulling your foot up towards your knee the entire time. That's going to help lock the knee joint, because if you just let this go kind of floppy and you're doing this, it can put a lot of stress on the knee, and we don't want to cause a knee problem. Now, as we're going through and doing the next drill, we're going to go into the mid-back. If you're finding value in this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button down below. And if you want more videos just like this, please hit that subscribe button. Any and all of those actions just really help me and the channel out, and I truly appreciate it. So we're going to get into a tabletop position. That is just where your knees are directly underneath your hips and your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. And what we're going to do is we're going to take one hand and we're going to reach underneath us as best as we can. And then from here, we're going to take that hand back out, and then we're going to rotate up as far as we can into this direction here. Then we're just going to alternate between both sides. The other key when rotating upward is to really focus on pushing down into the ground with your other hand. That will help you rotate some more. I know that sometimes that may be a little difficult for folks because they can't kneel on their knees. Here's another option for you to do. All you have to do is lay on one side. We're going to bring that top leg up to about hip height and then push that down into the ground as best as you can. We're going to take that top one and then we're going to rotate back as far as we can, and then just come back in. The ankles. I know it sounds kind of crazy how the ankles can affect the golf swing, but TPI has done a ton of research in this. They have found that ankle tightness is one of the main causes of early extension. If you want to see more about that, go ahead and check that video out up above. Real simply, all you're going to have to do is get into this half kneeling position here. Generally speaking, I like to go about a hand's width away from a wall just to give yourself a target. And then from here, all you're going to do is just lunge forward. Try to bring that knee to the wall while keeping this heel down. So don't let that heel come up, or you're going to basically lose the point of the stretch. Again, you're going to feel that stretch kind of lower down in your calf, closer to your Achilles tendon. Making sure when performing this drill that you're not also kicking your hip out to the side, giving yourself a false sense of ability to bring your knee to the wall. Don't forget, we also lose muscle mass and strength as we get older. That means less distance on all of our shots, especially on our tee shots. Make sure that you can beat Father Time and continue to stay strong and hit bombs off the tee. Go ahead and check this video out.